Oh, hello, and welcome to another one of my beer reviews. Right, okay, it's time to review a beer I've never had before. I have to admit, I'm actually quite looking forward to trying this one. It's the brewery themselves are very, very new. They've only been going since April this year, 2016, and they're called the Good Chemistry Brewery, and here they are. Isn't that a fantastic looking bottle? And the first thing I noticed, well, as you probably noticed from looking at it, it's huge. It's a massive bottle. It's actually a whole pint in a bottle. Now, you really don't see that very often because normally beer bottles are around about sort of 580 ml, so slightly less than a pint. But this is a whole pint, which is brilliant. And this is basically their Morello theory. Basically Morello cherries. It's pretty strong. Comes in at 6.5%. The thing I also love about this bottle is it's just full of information. It just tells you stuff. First thing it says is our theory: life's too short not to enjoy uh, what you do. So we decided to brew. First and foremost, we brew beer for you to enjoy, but we also think that the art of science of brewing is fascinating and want to share that with you. Oh, is that very nice of you? There are a couple called Bob and Kelly, and they both brew. Yeah, I've already had a couple of beers by them, and they've both been very good, but I haven't had this before. And what it actually says about the beer is that we made a theory, we had a theory, beg your pardon, that a sweet and malty beer could pair well with dark sour cherries. The result of our experiment is this rich, indulgent beer that is aged in 60 kilograms of Morello cherries and fermented with a blend of Belgian yeasts to add a little extra spiciness. And also on the side of here, it sort of tells you other information. Like, for example, it has an IBU of 27, sorry, some of you may not know what that means. An IBU is basically the International Bittering or Bitterness Units. Is what that basically stands for. It's a scale of how bitter a beer is. Um, Normally, they range between 5 and 120. Generally, you don't see beers with an IBU of above 120, but if it's got an IBU of 120, it's going to be a very, very bitter beer, which doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad beer. But this is 27, so it's pretty low, which I'd expect of it because it's going to be a malty-based beer. So you wouldn't expect a malty beer to be particularly bitter, really. As I said, it's a 60 ml bottle, so it's a whole pint, and as I've already said, coming in at 6.5 ABV. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. Really great bottle. I just love the design of it. I love the label. I think it's really, really classy. But anyway, let's see what it's like. Let's get it open. Okay. Oh, the glass I'm using is from a beer festival I was at last weekend. The 10th Ascot Beer Festival at the racecourse. A whole day of beer and racing. It was absolutely brilliant. I worked a bar, did cellar as well, which I do quite a lot of at beer festivals. And yeah, it was a really good day. But anyway, I digress. Let's get this beer open and see what it's like. Yeah, a whole pint. A whole pint. That's absolutely fantastic. Right, let's get it in the glass. Okay. That's pouring a nice sort of dark amber sort of colour. Well, ruby sort of colour actually. It's not really dark amber, it's more ruby. Nice bit of a fizz going on. Yeah, that's coming out really well. Oh yeah, lovely fizz. Really good stuff. Right, and we'll stop it there. Fantastic carbonation. One finger head, really, really great carbonation. I can smell the cherries from here. Wow, my goodness. As I said, it's a lovely sort of ruby, dark sort of colour. And yeah, yeah, it looks great. Let's go in with the nose. Okay, getting a big malty hit, which is what I'd expect because it is basically a malt based beer, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, you can smell almost like a bit of a chocolatey smell, but the cherries are there, but they're quite faint. They're not a really in your face sort of cherry smell at all, actually. But that's fine. Okay, well, let's go in with the taste. Cheers. Mm. Oh my goodness me, that's easy drinking. Oh yeah, that's a lovely beer. The body on it is beautiful. Um, It's got a really lovely velvety body to it. It's gorgeous. It's not at all watery. Um, the malts are there. It's a lovely, rich, malty taste, and you're getting an aftertaste of the cherries. The cherries are definitely there, but they're not. It's not a big cherry hit. Which I actually thought the cherry flavour would be stronger, but it isn't. But it doesn't matter. It's a very, very well balanced beer. It's really, really good. Let's go in again. And you can taste chocolate as well. The chocolate is definitely there. Yeah, so you're getting a malt sort of backbone to it, and you're getting a hit from the cherries and a chocolatey sort of tone to it. It's a really interesting beer. It's lovely. It's really, really good. Oh, blimey. Yeah. Yeah, the Morello theory from Good Chemistry. They haven't let me down yet. That's the third beer I've had by them, and it's been excellent. Um, yeah, they've all been excellent. Would I drink it again? Yeah, yeah, I would. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. The beers are quite hard to get hold of because they are still a new brewery. They've only been going less than a year, well, basically just over 6 months really, and they're based over Bristol way. Yet another brewery in the Bristol area, and they're now, my goodness me, they are so lucky over that way. They really are. They've got, well, Bristol Beer Factory, you've got Arbor, you've got Moore. There's a couple of others, but now I can't remember from the top of my head. But now you've got Good Chemistry, which are also, a damn good brewery. So yeah, yeah, what a wonderful place to go for a beer. Okay, right. So I need to give that a score, and I'm impressed. I'm really impressed by that beer. I think it's excellent, and considering they haven't been brewing long, well, professionally, I don't know how long they may have been brewing for years as home brewers. I don't know, but because they've only been going professionally for 6 months, to make a beer like that is excellent. It's really, really good. So, what would I give that out of 10? Well, folks, for me, it's 8. It's an 8 out of 10 beer. Really, really good. Um, if you can get some of this stuff, go for it. I got this from Beer Evolution, which is a website. They're like an online distributor. But not many of the online distributors stock this stuff or beers by them, which is a bit odd. And at the moment, they don't have a brewery shop. Local stockists around Bristol sell it, but not that many really. So it is tricky to get hold of, but it's definitely worth making the effort. But there we go. There we have it. Good Chemistry Brewing and Morello Theory. It's a cracker. All right, guys, thank you very much for listening once again, and all the best. Thank you. Goodbye.